Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Combat Cult MMA, Never Back Down. UFC 327 was an absolute heater, guys. Easily one of the best cards of the year. The athletes came out and delivered nothing but straight up content. We're talking total, unadulterated hype. We've got a new champ at light heavyweight, a fresh contender at heavyweight, a bucket load of finishes, and a level of watchability that was just off the charts. I mean, how could it not be when you've got Jiri Prochazka on the card? And even Donald Trump taking a break from world peace to stop by and give props to the Brazilian pretty boys? Anyway, let's stop talking about it and start talking about it. What actually went down at this Miami massacre? I'll give you a spoiler, it was incredible. Unwrap your burrito, pour that coffee, and let's roll. Early prelims, the silent assassin. Lives the tournament hit the ground running. In the opening bout of the early prelims, Charles Radke and Francisco Prado went to war. These guys put on a show, maybe not the flashiest, but a real, gritty man's fight with gallons of blood. To be fair, most of that blood was coming from one side. Shout out to Mark Goddard, though. He took a point for the very first eye poke of the fight. It's clear that, just like old man Herb Dean, he's tired of the nonsense and finally taking a stand. And Vicente Luque is officially back from the dead. For a few fights now, this guy has been giving his fans some serious existential dread. It always feels like the silent assassin is about to check out, but this time? Luque made it look easy. He rocked Gastelum and locked in a nasty anaconda choke. Beautiful stuff. After that, a couple of NPCs stepped in to let the crowd catch their breath. But Bruce Buffer kept the drama alive by accidentally ruining everyone's parlays. He announced a winner when it was actually a majority draw. Uncle Bruce just got a little tangled up. It happens to the best of us. The Polish Power and the women's bracket. Mateusz Gamrot stepped into the cage and absolutely dominated Esteban Ribovitz. He made it look like a day at the office, showing the massive gap in class and finishing with a triangle choke. Gamrot is still eating non-elite fighters for breakfast. But what's next for the Pole? Honestly, I have no clue. It feels like he's stuck in that top 10 gatekeeper status. Tough as nails, but with zero championship path. In the prelims, Tatiana Suarez choked out Lupita Godinez. Fun fact, the women's fights on this card were 100% finishes. So next time you think about skipping the ladies to go make some ramen, maybe think twice. Legendary farewells. Two Bellator legends fought for the glory of our favorite departed promotion in the featured prelim. But that's really all you need to know about that one. The younger legend beat the older legend, and we move on. But old man Cub Swanson? He came out and delivered. Cub is 42 years old, a literal gray-haired elder in this game, but he is nowhere near finished. He's still fast, his movement is slick, and he thinks 10 steps ahead. Some of our favorite veterans look tragic at that age, but Swanson is still out here handing out lessons. He rocked and dropped Landwehr multiple times in the first before getting the finish. The perfect curtain call. Yep, Cub officially hung up the gloves after the fight. 15 years in the game, 26 fights, and 11 bonuses. The man is a legend. Maximum respect. Blades versus Hokut. The meme of the night now, if you want to talk about fight of the night energy, look no further. Our favorite big friendly giant, Curtis Blades, the man who has derailed more hype trains than anyone, was out to crush the new kid on the block, Josh Hokut. This kid stormed into the UFC with 2 first-round finishes and 2 bonuses. He's a showman, even if he's a bit cringe sometimes. He even tried to start beef with Prochazka before the fight. Why? Nobody knows. Hokut even brought out his new ultimate move, finishing opponents with his middle finger. He broke that one out immediately, landing a bunch of accentuated middle fingers with perfect timing in the first round. The whole first frame was a bloody seesaw. Blades tried to use his veteran experience to dry out the fight, grinding on the young prospect, which I'm sure made Trump and his buddies happy. It eventually turned into a fight in a telephone booth. It was hilarious, guys. Pure meme material. But looking at it technically, Hokut looked much better. He had that new guy fire. Even before the decision, it was clear Hokut is a guy to watch. He won the decision, called out Chael Sonnen on the mic, and then dissed Blades, Pereira, Chimaev, and everyone's mama in Miami. He's officially top 10 now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's 1 win away from a title shot. Plus, they already announced Hokut versus Derek Lewis is up next. Pure star power. The renaissance of Paulo Costa. In the co-main, Paulo Costa made his light heavyweight debut against the number 6 ranked Azamat Murzakanov. Even before the bell, the size difference was wild. Costa looked huge, especially for a former middleweight. Murzakanov tried to pressure, but Costa was playing bicycle, staying mobile and landing brutal body kicks. By the second round, Costa's cardio started to dip, and Murzakanov actually landed a judo throw and tried to hit a kesagatame diaphragm choke. When's the last time you saw that in the UFC? But in the third, Costa pulled off a miracle. He landed a perfect head kick right to the dome. Murzakanov was done. Sensational. Paulo Costa officially has a second life in this new weight class. But his biggest win? Donald Trump telling him he's too handsome to be a fighter. I mean, where's the lie? The main event, Samurai Logic. Then Jiří Prochazka walked out to fight Carlos Ulberg. Just look at his entrance. Even if you're the most corporate normie on earth, watching Jiří walk out makes you feel Prochazka-ness. It makes you want to run into the woods and punch a tree. Jiří was pressing, using all those feints. Ulberg was biting on everything and taking heavy leg kicks. At one point, Ulberg rolled his ankle and clearly injured himself. You could smell the victory for Jiří. All he had to do was finish a guy who was literally hobbling on one leg. We found out later Ulberg actually tore his ACL. The win was in the bag for the Czech, but there's a problem. Being rational isn't samurai stuff. And what is samurai stuff? Correct, running forward with your chin in the air. I mean, why worry about a world-class kickboxer with a puncher's chance who is elite at counterfighting? Boom. A perfect left check hook right to the jaw. Jiří goes down. Ulberg finishes it. Unbelievable. Carlos Ulberg is the champ. Jiří is 0-3 against elite kickboxers now. It looks like we found the counter pick for the samurai style. What a tournament. Let me know in the comments. How did you feel about it? Hopefully the bar stays this high for the rest of the year. We're also hearing Gable Steveson might be the next big thing in the heavyweight division. Let's hope the big boys become great again. Who were you rooting for in the main event? Drop it in the comments. This was Combat Cult MMA. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Eat good. See you in the next one.
Yo! Combat Cult MMA is back in the building. Forget the delivery. Grab your burritos and some extra hot wings. We're talking blood, sweat, and some real legendary championship shit. Let's go! Saturday night and the lights are glowing. Dana's in the back and the money is flowing. The ball boss promised the White House show, but all we got is heavyweights moving real slow. I'm on the couch watching the main card. Why is making weight so freaking hard? Adesanya's out here looking like a pro, but Joe Piper's hands are ready to go. It's the Combat Cult. We're obsessed with the cage, watching sweaty dudes on a global stage. From the BJJ mats to the octagon floor, we're screaming Dana, give us some more. Leg locks, head kicks, and a broken nose. That's just how a regular Saturday goes. Yo! Check the prelims. Don't you dare fall asleep. Now the old Sterling's making opponents weak. The ladies in the cage throwing hooks so clean, folding defenders like a laundry machine. Then comes the BMF, the belt for the tough. Is Max still the king, or has he had enough? Oliveira's a backpack, he's glued to the spine. If you can't wrestle, man, you're running out of time. Buggy chokes, rubber guard. Why is the ground game so freaking hard? Herb Dean's waiting, looking at the clock while someone's getting kicked straight in the pausa. Wait! 100K respect points to the ref. The crowd is going wild. They're going down! 3 Codys on the card. Is this a glitch? One's got fast hands, the other's in a ditch. Is Izzy still a lion or a pampered house cat? He's getting taken down, laying flat on the mat. Get your tissues ready, wipe away the tears. The anime kid is facing all his fears. 1-5 in his last 6, that's a tough pill. But the Combat Cult is hungry for the channel, hit the like button too. Combat Cult MMA is coming for you. Eat your wings, keep the vibes real high. We'll see you next time, until the legends die.